Very last time.
Alright, you appear to be back on.
Yeah, I'm just sending in a report because this is the first time this type of thing has actually happened.
So anyway, while we are waiting, how have you guys been?
Doing good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm still a little tired from work this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel you. I do feel you. My entire week's been nothing but running around from place to place.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it came back as basically I got the PS4 back on. So basically, and also the stream crashed.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it didn't. Wait, so you're telling me that it didn't do anything? Then why make a fucking warning, Sony? Or better yet, if a brick system is a thing that can actually indeed happen, then maybe you shouldn't be selling a console. Maybe you should fix the problem before you sell it.
Sure, Shawnee Poo. I'll do that after the stream if that's okay with you. Alright.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. The amount of... I've had so many crashes and freezes on my PS4. And meanwhile, my Xbox is just like, I'll take whatever happens at face value and just take you back to the dashboard without even restarting. It's fine. I know when I've had enough...
Yeah, like,
well, but
I remember...
It's just like, oh no, you sneezed on me.
Yeah, before I moved out of here, before I moved out of my father's, we had an Xbox One, and I never had any problems with it. It did what I asked of it, and that's all there is to it.
Alright.
No problems, no bullshit.
Yeah, I had a...
And then I live on my own, and I buy a PS4 Pro, and the thing is riddled with problems. Which is apparent in the first 2 weeks, because that was when the a trial version of PS Plus ran out. You see where this is going, right?
Of course, I had to deal with that issue too on my OG.
An additional year. A fucking year. Not even a month, not even 3 months, a fucking year. The most expensive one there is. Do I look like I'm made out of money?
Yeah.
But the worst thing is still yet to come, because they accidentally, and I use the word accidentally loosely, they accidentally charged me double. So then I called them to address that problem. So what did they do? They refunded me $60 on my PSN account. Not in money, not in PayPal, on my PSN account.
Yeah, the funny thing is that I look at my PS4 and I'm just like, you had so much potential. I bought you for Destiny. It's such a wonderful console. It's glacier white, beautiful. Got it. I love it. Within a month, I noticed that if it overheats too much, then the eject button and the power button are not like buttons. They're pressure sensitive. Turns out that heat, believe it or not, heat causes pressure from a scientific standpoint. So if the PS4 gets too hot, the fucking disc ejects.
That's why you don't.
Just like, I'm playing Black Ops 3 Zombies, and I'm just like.
No, you see that is why you don't use discs. That's why you go all digital.
I want you to go all digital, although I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I know. I fucking hate going all digital. It's also one of those things where I'm kind of worried for the face.
Borderlands 3 did. I got Borderlands 3 physical.
But going all digital is kind of one of the reasons why I fear the death of GameStop, because it's gonna be practices aside. If GameStop dies, then a huge majority of physical media will die as well. We will go to an all digital world, and that is bad because it means we don't own games. We agree to temporarily house the games on their accounts or hard drives or SSD until they decide that they can't bother with.
Yeah, this is not open for debate. It's just a thing we were concerned.
Yeah.
It's a thing that everybody's concerned about. You're good to go, you.
Yeah. I'm just trying to work down getting some background
Well,
background.
you're
noise
party
there.
leader. Ed.
No, you're party leader.
Am I?
Yeah. Well, it's one of you
I
two.
was gonna say I am. Yeah, it's definitely edgy.
Am I?
Yeah.
Hold up.
Can you-
Let's see.
Should.
Oh yeah, it's me. Wait, what?
Yeah. You can hit us up with that.
Yeah. Alright, there we
No, actually, I'm trying to. How the fuck do I make someone else a party leader?
go. Leave.
You go to so. And
That's-
you hit R1.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
no,
You go to
so-
party, and then you can select leader.
What? How the fuck do I get?
It's triangle.
Is this one of the? Is this one of those interfaces where they make it so ridiculous that you get confused and spend more
No,
money?
It's on the top right.
Okay,
it's
so social party.
And then manage
Uh,
party. I believe it's manage party.
No, it only allows me to invite.
Hmm.
Wait. Fuck it, leave party. Okay, sure, friends.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
You had to make more difficult for me, didn't you?
Easy enough. At the very least, it's drop in, drop out, and it doesn't bring in like a loading screen or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that loading
Alright.
screens would be a problem for me because I'm of course one who uses a faster drive because I'm a triad PC gamer, and
Yeah,
you know I
have
prefer
a-
to have things stable and fast.
I got a portable SSD on this shit, so you know I got that shit on lock.
Yeah, but that portable, you see, the portable SSD has one minor problem, and that's that it's limited to the USB 3.0 speed.
Yeah.
With me, it's just I put that bitch in a SATA. That's going
Yeah.
to use the most speed it can.
Yeah, not like it matters much because it still installs at the same speed. So
Yeah, and it's not like it really matters in the end because in the end, as far as I'm aware, speed is capped anyway, but there are still benefits to.
less likely
And
for
be-
that
and
SSD
besides-
to explode due to the PS4's shitty venting.
Yeah.
I mean, SSDs don't get too hot, so
Oh yeah, but you do have to have a minor concern. They do have like a very high warping point, at least a high temperature warping
Yeah.
point.
well, at least the SSD I got was a Samsung 860 QVO of 2 TB, and those
Mhm.
are mainly for reliability is what they are based on, it quantity, not speed. So I do think they are the kinds that don't run as hot. It's- yeah.
There goes everything.
Yep.
Alright. So, looks like we have an open tank that's small.
Securing Echo.
Somebody didn't take it.
I'll go
Enemies
back.
taking Bravo.
I tried first.
Captured Echo.
Never.
Command is ours.
I'll
Maintain pressure.
There you
I'll head over.
Yeah.
You're up on that ridge?
No, I got.
Oh yeah, it's in IAV. Okay. Hold up.
On Delta, stand by.
Let me get in that bitch. Set this shit up.
Let's go on B.
We lost B.
Fuck these niggas, we take
What's that?
B's the best fucking
Oh.
one to have capture.
Delta secure.
Oh God.
Securing Charlie.
That was voice chat.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you forgot to turn it off.
Yeah.
That's alright. I think if you hit scoreboard, you can hit the mute all button anyways.
Okay. Cool.
Captured Charlie. Securing Bravo.
Well, if voice chat has to be on by default, then at least there's the mute all button.
Yeah. True.
There's a tank on the upper ridge. I don't think we can hit it. They can hit us. So
Losing C.
Alright.
Enemy at Echo. Go. We're holding Bravo.
It's directing where to go, Ty.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
also
I
have
got you.
you also.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get
Securing
sniped by a sniper, so. Hang around, right, and then just.
Down tracks?
Yeah, down college tracks.
Cool.
Okay, there we go. I knew it was gonna happen.
Of course.
Now, I'm almost,
Oh yeah, I see you.
I'm dead.
Enemies taking Delta.
That's fine. Thanks on the upper right.
You're needed
Wait,
on
was
Alpha.
that on my end?
We lost Delta.
It might
Oh,
be
God.
it might be my echo.
Wait, does this game do the thing where voice chat comes out of the controller and not out
No.
of the TV?
Nope.
Okay, so
'Cause
well, then that's
I
one
have
worry
both
less.
speakers off.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, for a moment I thought because of the way it sounds oriented that it was coming out of my controller.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
who the fuck asked for that? Who the fuck asked for a speaker in a controller? It's probably only one of those things they told us we need, so we would cough up another $60 for bloody controller.
Well, that's just a conspiracy theory. The point is that they were trying to be innovative. And it
They
doesn't,
tried to be
and it doesn't
innovative,
work
and-
because it's not that great. What is good is having jack controller. That's a good modern advancement.
Yeah, I mean,
Instead of the weird like plugs that they used to have for like Xbox headsets.
yeah. Although I do have one minor problem with the headphone jack being in the PS4 controller. If I try to hook up my PS4 controller to a PC, then the PS4 controller gets picked up as an audio device and overrides my settings. So then I'm there like clueless, why isn't there any sound coming out of my computer?
Yeah, that
And
could
then
be
it's, yeah.
Enemy personal radar overhead.
But still, it means that if you're like in an environment where you have to be quiet, then a PS4 controller and a USB headset is,
Take cover.
or not USB,
Securing
3.5
Single-handedly-
millimeter.
single-handedly killed off Turtle Beach.
enemy
So at
UAV
least there's
overhead.
that.
I
In case you're
forgot
ever
Turtle
wondering
Beach
where
was
the
a
hell Turtle
thing.
Beach is a thing.
Like, I legitimately forgot that Turtle Beach was a thing.
Yeah, they were
never
huge in the
used
Modern Warfare
their-
2 era because everybody needed like a better headset than the Xbox headsets because they just wanted to
I
hear
mean,
everything around them and everything. And nowadays it's just like I can plug in whatever headset I want into my controller and it works.
Yeah, the headset I'm using is a Logitech G935, and it's really amazing. The one downside I have to it is the microphone, which I am using at the moment. But at the same time, when it comes to communication, it's fine. When it comes to doing Pokemon stuff, I mean, I can't take my own word for it. I guess it's fine on your end.
Allied
Yeah.
UAV overhead.
It'll do.
I mean,
I have
Yeah.
I have a Samsung G-Track Pro and then I just use like
Enemy
a pair
cruise
of like
missile, take cover.
skull can earbuds and that's it.
Enemies taking Echo.
And I'm good because I don't
Enemy
really
in Bravo,
need
go.
like insane audio quality to play shooters. I've gotten by with that shitty Xbox headset. I don't need 7.1 surround sound to shoot some dudes.
Allied UAV overhead.
That's the other thing. It's like I remember the first game I played on PC on
Allied
this
IAV
game,
dropping in.
and they were just you know it's full crossplay, so I'm getting there's just shit talk going between everybody, and it's just like PS4 sucks
Enemy
you know,
UAV
from like this
overhead.
Xbox player, then some
We lost B.
PC player is just like, yeah, but can you play at 60 FPS? And I'm just like, bitch, 60 FPS isn't a better thing. It's a crutch. You can be shit at the game and it runs at like 200 FPS.
okay, this may be me, but I think game's actually running at 60 on my end,
Okay, sniper.
but I am on the pros, so
Allied UAV overhead.
Yeah, well, 60 FPS isn't, like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
no, it's also the
running
main
at 60
it's also the
FPS.
main reason why I bought a PS4 Pro. People were like, no, you don't need to buy a PS4 Pro, you don't have 4K TV, and I'm like, there are more benefits to it than just 4K. Alright, games look better, occasionally they run stabler, That's all I need.
Depending on the game, of course, there are some games that are just like they somehow run worse, and I'm just like, how did you manage that?
Yeah.
Allied
That's not
cruise
how this
missile
should
launched.
work. Oh shit. There's a shoddy boy at sea. I think he got shoddy boy though.
I mean, I guess the only problem I have with the PS4 Pro
Allied counter
is how
UAV
they
activated.
didn't increase the RAM,
Yeah.
so
it
it's
looks
still
like
8 gigabytes, and that's kind of
My issue is
a little
my
bit around the
issue is-
mess side.
We're undealt with.
I
Stand
think
by.
like my issue is petty with the PS4 Pro. It's the aesthetic that throws me off. It's just like, how did you ruin the PS4's aesthetic by making this shit look like it's this weird. I don't quite get why they had to make it look like that.
Enemies
you know?
taking Echo.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like,
gonna-
oh, you want to make it pro? Sure, just let's add another layer to it. Like,
Yeah. Like,
it
that's
makes
not
me
how
wonder
that
what
should
it,
work.
it makes me wonder what PS5 is going to look like. Is it's going to be like a
It's
PS4
gonna-
Pro with 5 layers instead of 3?
It's gonna look like a skyscraper. It's gonna be like 17 layers up in this like 10-foot tall tower. It's just like, oh yeah, we managed to fit 16 gigabytes of RAM in this shit. It's
Yeah, and look at that. We
$800.
can do fucking 8K, even though nobody fucking asked.
Yeah,
Oh,
my favorite.
Nobody
my
even
favorite part,
asked for 4K.
My favorite part is that
Like
people are
one
gonna
thing
gobble
I
that
think
shit up.
they should. One thing I think they should do is not to focus on 8K or insanely high resolution. Like, I do agree that high resolutions make for a better gaming experience, but if you like stop at 4K, just focus on frame rate and then graphics, I think that we have indeed reached the peak of how video games look.
We
And at the moment, the only thing people bitch out about is things they get told to bitch out about.
we need to respawn.
UAV overhead.
Just because we need to like retake that shit.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn.
And despite me
Yeah, now we
bitching,
have, now we have lines. Be careful, Ty.
Yeah. No. I'm
and yeah,
fine, I'm
despite me
indoors.
Enemy cruise missile. Take cover.
Oh shit. Alright.
Enemy UAV
Yeah, I'm gonna
overhead.
have to pull out the battlefield thing and just pull
Allied
back
UAV
when you
overhead.
guys spawn in.
We're taking Alpha.
Because recapping C is gonna be important. We are 20 points ahead.
Stand
We
by.
managed pretty quick. Yeah, I've said this before. We're at a point where companies are just releasing powerful content without the fact that there are developers out there that are fully capable of taking full advantage of the market. Like the PS4 hit its peak
Allied cruise missile
3 years
launched.
ago. When
But
The
you know,
Last of Us
this
2
is-
was being like revealed and
Enemy
Uncharted
UAV
4 came
overhead.
out. It was just like,
Enemy
look at all this
intel
shit that they can do with the PS4.
yeah.
Well, we're losing shipping.
I mean, in all honesty, this is the point where I give Nintendo credit. They got it right. The Switch may not be the most powerful platform out there of this generation, or even a previous generation, but they got it right. It's not about how the games look, it's about the games themselves, it's about gameplay.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
yes,
there's,
Zelda may not be the prettiest game out there, but it's a game I'm happy to have spent over 80 fucking hours in, and I'll probably spend 80 more in it. But that's fine, because it's a good game, and good
We have a
games
hacker.
are a...
We have a hacker.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Whom?
There's a guy under basically the entire map.
Enemy gunship inbound.
Oh,
It might be a glitch or not a hacker.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible that he is, but at the same time.
No, dude, you just suck.
Enemy at Echo, go.
Get better with the game,
Oh shit, dog.
Securing
Whatever am I gonna do without my video game cred?
B. Lost Echo.
I can't live without my video game cred. I'm just a scrub lord master.
Scrublord 69.
Scrub lord. Oh man.
Bust in the door. Yo, bros, this is Scrublord 69. What's up? And I'm here with a new video on Call of Duty. Woo!
Yo,
I said wood the moment I got fucking killed.
yo, is this meme
come
lord
at me, scrub lord, I'm
6077?
ripped.
Enemy personal radar
Yo,
overhead.
what's up?
Securing
This is
Echo.
your boy Skinny Penis.
Yo, what up, fellas? This is your boy Scrubloids. But before we go, Mom, I need batteries!
Holding Echo.
If I could get a Cassie able to stream Forza, probably.
Oh yeah, Forza Horizon 4 is amazing.
And I was never
Could
big
probably-
on racing games except for like Crash Team Racing and Mario Kart and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I just like racing games because, like, I mean, the fact. What about Burnout? You like Burnout?
Never played
Why
Burnout.
Oh my god.
I loved Burnout back in the day.
Oh my
It's
god.
so good.
At some point, you gotta find a copy of Burnout 3 or Burnout Revenge and hit that shit up because that is like. Burnout 3 and Burnout Revenge are two of like the best racing games.
Allied IAV dropping in.
Wait, Burnout Revenge, that was the one that had
That
the
was
ridiculous,
the sequel.
Back when I had a PS2, I had Gran Turismo 3.
Enemy
I've
cruise
never
missile
actually
recovered.
played Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo's good if you like racing sim.
Well, yeah, I had Gran Turismo 3 because my grandma bought it for me.
Yeah, the problem I have with Gran Turismo is that it's...
purchased.
The problem I have with Gran Turismo is that it's getting a little bit in the dangerously realistic thing, to a point where it's, well,
Board is about as big.
yeah,
And I think they
problem with,
realize that.
I mean, there comes a point where you're way too serious. You gotta know when, what's the
Well,
difference
it's the same
between
argument
being,
you make. It's the same argument you make.
And we have played and out.
Like there's a market. There's a market.
yeah, okay, maybe I shouldn't complain about games being too realistic or games being too simulated-like, because I am the guy who probably has over 2,000 hours in Sims 3, so...
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a double standard thing, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean,
I don't
Sims
understand why people spend thousands of hours in these games, proceeds to spend 1,000 hours in a specific type of those games.
Allied IAV dropping in.
Like people,
Yeah.
people complaining, like, oh man, I can't believe people spending 3,000 hours in like Arma or whatever, and then they proceed to spend like 6,000 hours in SimCity. Like it's like
Variety, I
the beauty
guess.
yeah, like the beauty of video games is that there are millions of games that can be developed, and there are millions of games out there. Or like there are like 100,000 games or something. Games that are
Enemies
just
taking Echo.
for like people that really like that extreme genre. Like there are people out there who will just play their Call of Duties or their Battlefields
Assist
or their
your team
Halo
at
or Gears or whatever, and then there are
Enemy
people who
UAV
love the
overhead.
genre enough that they actually want to spend thousands of hours in a mill sim learning the ins and outs and
Allied
ensuring that they're about as good as they possibly can.
Yeah, people bitch out about people playing those games because it's not the newest Call of Duty.
Yeah, but that's just inevitable.
But let's be real, who the fuck plays Call of Duty nowadays?
Yeah, right? Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Those just goddamn losers.
Exactly.
They should play a man's game.
Take cover.
Yeah, like
They
fucking
should be
Battlefield.
playing
They should play Battlefield.
Yeah, these bitches.
Alright,
they
with
don't
with
know
the,
what a
with the
real man's
battle
game
royale
is.
and the tanks and the chaos and the authentic World War II experience. That's what gaming is all about. PTSD, screaming people.
Enemy UAV
Yeah, these
overhead.
bitches, they don't know a big video game when they see it. They should be playing real man's games
Yeah.
like Fortnite and Roblox.
Ah, yeah, I played Phantom Forces the other day. That's actually not a lie. I actually played Roblox Battlefield the other day, and I sort of liked it.
Well, that's the funny thing. Roblox is like a really good open source game.
Allied
There's a couple of
UAV
rhythm
overhead.
games in there that are like actually good.
Yeah, and somebody-
there's like a Roblox game, like a Roblox rhythm game that's like sound roll text that is like ridiculously accurate.
This is not over. Get out
I
there
mean,
first.
somebody put the entirety of Doom 1 in Roblox.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not surprised.
Someone made a
Any-
porn mod of
anything can-
Doom.
Enemy
Yeah,
missile
yeah.
failed.
H-Doom, right?
We have failed.
Yes.
Return
And
to
hey,
base.
at least you don't need to fucking BNet account for that, right, lads?
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
what's our win to lose ratio now? Have we got lost every game?
basically.
Yep.
It's
That's-
not about
that's
it's
alright.
not about winning.
Actually, I think we won the... No, we lost that too. Yeah, we're at 0-5. It's alright. Sometimes that's fine.
Everything's fine.
I've been playing like shit anyways because I've been busy talking, but all right. You want to hit up that Doom 3 now, you?
That's up to you guys. You guys want to play more?
I'm enjoying watching you guys. So
Yeah, well, Call of Duty is just a decent like spectator game too. It's always been like enjoyable to watch from me. Watch a ton of like Modern Warfare 2 stuff. Although most
Especially
of that
when-
Modern Warfare 2 stuff was TO, to be fair. TO was like 90% of my Modern Warfare 2, and then it was also like Hutch and shit. What was the Russian? Not the Russian. Actually, yeah, the Swedish guy.
You know, I still gotta
PewDiePie?
play.
No, not PewDiePie. Because PewDiePie didn't like get popular for Modern Warfare. It was shit. Grizz? It was Grid or somebody. Because it was Grizz, Smallish Beans. Alright, hold up. I actually have a montage from back in like 2010 favorited specifically on the off chance that I ever had to talk about the shit.
And that's a weird reason, to be honest.
Well, it's Ladtage. Who else? Who was it? Who were these boys? Toy Soldier, Sam 5000, Smallish Beans. I mean, to be completely honest, I actually favorited this montage because I'm like a huge fan of the editor. He doesn't do edits anymore. Like, he just disappeared off the face of the earth like 6 years ago.
Huh. I don't even think my YouTube account's that old.
Yeah, the guy was called iDuel2010, and he had some of like the best montages for Call of Duty back in the day. Like, he did like CG and everything, which was like a big thing, you know. If you could like do CG and After Effects properly, like, that was a thing. I'll hit up quick. We'll play one more short game,
okay.
Yeah.
and then we'll kind of break off, and I'll stop delaying the inevitable and do what I was supposed to do.
Well, you'll stay here, right?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Alright.
I mean, I'm not gonna go on my own and solo commentary Fallout 76. What do you think I am?
Hell, I'm not supposed to be doing anything. It's 1 AM. I can do what the fuck I want.
Oh yeah, you're not in the U.S.
Yeah.
No, I'm not in the US.
How does
I'm
you
a fucking
couldn't tell by
I'm
the
a
accent?
fucking ocean over.
Yeah, you couldn't tell by the accent.
Oh, I can tell.
Yeah. No, he's from Canada, clearly.
Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong with my accent?
There's nothing wrong with the accent. It's
Nothing.
just very obvious that you're not from the U.S.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
Are you from the U.S.?
No.
Then I'm not wrong, am I?
Oh, I miss having streams with you all.
There's definitely nothing wrong with the accent. I actually dig the accent.
Yeah.
I can understand you for one.
Hey.
We're in the lead.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I was about to say something racist, but no.
Nope. Not on this stream.
And then you would get demonetized because these go on YouTube.
As if he gets it.
No, hell no. Hell no.
Oh, wait, you do.
Subscribers, hell no.
Oh yeah, that 1 penny. Oh fuck. I can't believe that's going away.
Oh, wait, really? You archive these streams?
Yeah.
Huh? I should archive mine as well.
I at least highlight certain streams so that I can archive them.
Yeah.
But certain streams are just like, I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm not gonna archive Fallout 76 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 stream.
I'm gonna archive this because like I've been uploading the Doom ones, and we're gonna be doing Doom 3 after this.
That's reasonable. But you are doing like a complete playthrough. Right?
Yeah.
A complete playthrough of
Yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta.
Oh hell no! I mean, we've gone 2 hours to this. I'm actually surprised that I'm having fun for 2 hours for this.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what Call of Duty is it's not a game you take seriously. It's just a game you play with your friends. Like you play with your bro, you fuck around for a while, and then you go and do your own thing.
Wait, hold up. There is only one problem there. You said you played with your friends, but I don't recall ever saying that I'm indeed your friend. So you're wrong,
You know,
fucker.
well, at the same time, Modern Warfare 2 was the kind of thing where it's just like you would make friends because you didn't have anybody else to play because other people were like rage quit.
I thought Modern Warfare 2 was people saying like lame shit about your mother.
It was. That's what made it good. You would make friends about talking shit about your mother, and then it would be like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. What an asshole. Like,
I mean,
that
at least get me.
That 8-year-old kid I made friends with in high school.
Hey, at least the Modern Warfare 2 fan base got one thing right. My mother is indeed a bitch. Yeah, sorry, minor detail. I don't really like my mother. She did a couple of whatever. None of it.
Hashtag too real.
Yeah, let's not get that into too much detail for that.
Call of Duty. Call of Duters.
And besides, this is a fun stream. It's not supposed to be getting depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the yeah. I don't know. Positive mental attitude.
Yeah, positive mental attitude coming from a guy there who's literally named Edgy the motherfucking Hedge.
Yeah. Well, look, we need a man who knows his guns. And who better to know his guns
But-
than Andy?
But you told me a moment ago that I'm not American. And, you know, there's one problem we have here. Gun laws are really strict, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But still, let's not get political as well.
Shadow the Hedgehog sounds exactly like the kind of person who would break like gun laws over across the pond.
I mean, Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker.
He would find a way. He would find a way to make random things into the guns, like how Americans can turn like random shit into bongs. Like, oh yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog can turn this apple into a gun. How about you stop?
What? So he's like, so Shadow is like the Jesus of guns.
Jesus of guns.
Oh god.
He is Hedgehog Gun Jesus.
And so Edgy the Hedgy brought forth unto the world the Barrett 50 cal, and it killed a bunch of dudes, and it was cool.
Oh. We have.
Friendly UAV overhead.
Yeah. I put up my. If I get one more kill, I can get a UAV up, and I'm just watching this middle road.
Halfway there, keep
Like I was
fighting.
like a bitch.
I'm aiming to get back to A.
I'm sniper camping this. I should probably put up a claymore just in case.
There we go.
Hostiles at Charlie, go.
Oh, they have a VTOL
Enemy
now.
VTOL in the AO.
Ah boy.
Yeah, somebody invited you. Nice. Otherwise, it'll be kind of scary for a sec.
Friendly UAV overhead.
Stay inside or?
Yeah, stay inside would be a good idea.
Alright.
Yeah.
It'll still shoot through windows instead because it's designed that way. It always has, at least for Harrier jets and such. But you know, you probably get by. Right. UAV up.
Friendly UAV overhead.
Alright, cool.
I'm harking back to my old COD 4 days. Sitting in a window with a twisted... Oh no, that's Modern Warfare 2 as well. Sitting in a window with an intervention.
Allied cruise missile away.
Because that's what the name of the sniper rifle was back in the day. Intervention. There's a guy currently on... Yeah, there's a guy currently on.
Taking Bravo. Be advised, friendly precision air. Bravo secure. Losing
Oh.
enemy. We've lost Alpha.
He's heading towards B
Same.
right now. I'm right behind him.
Alright, I'm gonna recapture A.
Alright.
I got him.
We're on Alpha.
Cool.
Stand by.
Oh,
On-
someone else. Someone else said A.
Yep. I had a 9-kill streak at that,
Friendly
but that's
chopper
alright.
gunner on Overwatch.
Damn.
If you let them
Enemy UAV
recap A,
overhead.
they won't have staggered spawns.
Holding Charlie.
It might actually be safer.
Yeah, we also got.
Oh Jesus! Fucking. There's fucking
bore-
3 of them.
I just spawned at C and just to capture it. So that's funny.
Yeah. There were 3 dudes where? You got it?
Oh shit.
How many fucking dudes on A?
They're respawning over at A, so.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of
We
sense.
pushed their spawn. We pushed their spawn into C, so we went to push capture. Make them respawn at A.
Got 2 objectives. Lock it down.
And now we spawn over at C.
Friendly
Yeah.
UAV overhead.
So now they're at A.
I mean, at least we're winning.
Yeah. We're winning by a huge margin.
Yeah.
Okay. Sniper's down at the window. B is currently safe, but they're pushing through.
I just killed the guy that's at top of the scoreboard.
Nice. You got extra
Oh.
for that too.
And I also think that was the sniper.
Yeah, probably was.
Bravo. Securing Alpha.
Oh, damn.
It's one of those things that always gets me though when I look at a scoreboard and I see the guy on top and I'm like, how the fuck
UAV overhead.
did you do that?
Bravo. Stand by.
Yeah.
I mean, in
the
games like
dudes-
Battlefield, it's obvious, and you just have to drive a tank, and yeah. But in games like Call of Duty,
Yeah, 34 kills on our top board.
yeah.
We're getting carried super hard.
Okay, yeah. Sniper watching B.
Enemy holds 2 objectives. Take them back. We're holding
Damn.
Bravo. Enemy cruise missile coming. We're winning this. Keep
Damn
it
it.
tight.
Also, the guy watching the tank, so be careful.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, that's
National team at sea.
game's over.
Securing A.
Nice.
Look at that, we won.
Hey,
Outstanding.
By a
I
substantial
expect
margin.
nothing less.
Yeah.
who had final kill? Was it the top leaderboard guy? Did the top leaderboard guy get final kill? Oh no, I didn't get a kill cam at all. Alright.
Oh.
That's a shame.
That could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. Not bad.
You still won.
Yeah, not a bad match by a long shot.
Yeah. Right, so was that it for Call of Duty?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Alright.
go
Good time.
to,
Good time.
Go back to Dukes.
Yep.
Yeah. That is just a good time.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
actually
then,
fun.
I can
Yeah.
never complain about Call of Duty unless it's.
But anyway,
I haven't complained about Call of Duty in 15 years.
Anyway, I gotta eat now, so I'll be leaving. Maybe I will return to things. I'm not really used to this whole co-com thing, so
Yeah,
who knows?
Rock on, you did fine.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, no,
fine.
you did good. Just keep going and
Yeah, you get the best.
do what you gotta do.
Alright, I'm gonna swap out the
Yeah.
Time to
Anyway,
relax.
later.
Later.
Time to live,
You
time to
sticking
live.
with us still, Ty?
Yeah, I gotta live in my own personal tragedy. Of course I'm staying here. I have to live in my own tragedy. I'm playing Fallout 76. I've started the game, first off, so people are aware. I have started this game, and I played like the first 10 or 15 minutes just to see how it was. I loaded in, started to make my character, the game crashed. In 2 minutes. I was in the middle of making my character and the game crashed. So that's what I'm dealing with here. So, in case you're wondering how I feel about this game, but also depressed. Alright. So how you doing, Masaki?
I'm doing good, just enjoying my time being online and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I hope people like my my lovely player portrait that has
I bet
none
they're
of my
gonna enjoy
characters.
your depression too as you play this game.
Yeah. I'll be the first to say it. The game's not awful. It's still one of the worst games I've ever played in this generation. And it'll be apparent in due time why I feel that. Imagine all the fun things you can do. All the fun, amazing things you can do in an MMO. And this game has none of that. It doesn't have a compelling storyline. There's no NPCs. It's an MMO. It's got MMO thing. But if you're expecting like anything interesting about this game, it's kinda empty. Which is saying a lot, because believe it or not, you're always in a server. There's always 24 people in a server. Like, I'm currently looking around and I'm peeking at names and everything, and I see where people are.
Yeah.
And I can see that this map is huge and everything, and I love the map. This map is actually kind of cool. I do like the map's look. But I'm right here. This is my camp. There's another person's camp here, and another person's camp here. There's Vault 76. Got a lot of things I gotta do here. And, I have a series of weapons and whatnot. So let's start with the first fundamental flaw of this game. You're gonna see on all these things I have in my inventory a condition. This game has item condition, which is fine because that was in Fallout 3, you know, that's manageable and stuff. The amount of grinding you have to do and resource scavenging you have to do in this game basically drives a majority of the game. So...
Country roads?
Yeah, country roads take me home to the place I don't belong.
I don't want to go to.
I don't want to go to. Yeah. Like, the game looks fine. It's very pretty. The amount of color in this game definitely overwhelms if you've played Fallout 4. Fallout 4 looks like a shithole compared to this.
Yeah.
Like, this looks great. Looking out and seeing just this wide array of autumn colors is cool. I like it.
Yes.
The combat is Fallout 4. Fallout 4 combat is fine. I like Fallout 4 combat. It's faster and more visceral.
Yep.
There's a lot of impact things you do. What isn't cool is the amount of lag. Because this is an online game.
Yes.
So I have to go over to my objective. So we're gonna do that. And luckily, the amount of color is fine in this game, so the bitrate doesn't kill it. And I do have a decent bitrate on this, so it's not gonna be too crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna be collecting some stuff. So I'm gonna show you just how crazy bad the lag is. Here's some mute fruit. Some great stuff.
Listen to when I collect this compared to when it actually happens. It's like half a second. Imagine that for everything.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
It's like I said, it's if you like Fallout 4, it's Fallout 4 combat. It's just all online. And obviously, I borrowed this copy from my brother-in-law, who loves Fallout 4, loves it to and everything. He hates this, which is fair because he didn't want to play a game online anyways. He didn't want to pay a subscription to play this game online. You know, that makes sense. It's fair.
Yeah.
Problem number 2. So luckily this isn't a thing that people have to worry about anymore. But as you can see, this is the perk system. When this game first came out, if you wanted to get certain perks, you could pay for them with a currency called atoms. Atoms are a premium currency, which is fine. You know, premium currencies are fine in my opinion if they're cosmetic. All that sort of lovely thing. Fallout 76 has some very weird premium currency options that are both gameplay altering and not. So there's a few things you can buy. There's a few things you can buy here. You know, some stuff for your camp, some scrap kits if you need some extra scrap to build some stuff, some cosmetic items that you can wear on your character.
Yep.
Some wallpapers and all this sort of stuff. Kind of nice. All this really nice stuff. This bed that looks like a comic book. This poster. All this kind of stuff. You know, these player icons that are pretty cheap.
Doors.
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt real quick.
Repair kit.
I'm gonna interrupt real quick just for real thing to do. Alright, so last time we left off, we had a choice to either transmit the distress call from our boss, or the guy that's been basically wrecking this shit told us to cancel it so we can figure out what to do, so we can keep this quarantined. This does not affect the ending. Basically, it just tells us who's going to give us missions now. So we can transmit and possibly endanger innocents, but we also might be able to get help, or we can cancel it, figure out what to do and keep innocents from being infected or die. What do you guys think we should do?
You should probably transmit it.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys want to endanger people?
Yeah.
Fool. You have no idea what you just did.
Yeah, the atom system is weird, as in there...
Who knows what could happen? You might have endangered all of Earth. I'm going to Delta to stop this. Don't get in our way.
Transmission successful.
Make a whole lot of sense.
Excellent
Being
work,
paid to
Marine.
win, and that's
Reinforcements will be here soon.
basically what you're dealing with.
I'll wait for you here in Delta.
Exactly.
Get here as quickly as possible.
So for instance, there is a robot that you can pay $5 for. That is a bot that collects scrap for you, and scrap is used to repair stuff and also build certain things. It's basically like really important to do. For some reason, it's a $5 thing, but it's been in the base game forever.
Nice.
I'll just respawn. I want to see the penalty for respawning. I was very stupidly trying to do an event, knowing full well that I wasn't going to succeed, because I expected to play this like... How stupid am I to believe that? Alright. We'll try that again once more with feeling.
Alright.
I'm a very stubborn fool. A lot of people are probably gonna know this about me. A lot of people here in this call know that about me.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't really a merit of me feeling like I'm wasting my time. I actually feel like I can enjoy myself with mundane things. For me, this isn't really an issue.
Stupid bat creature. Appearing out of nowhere. Oh, guess we can't do anything here. Guess we'll have to go down to maintenance.
Okay, let me see what Bats looks like. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Holy fuck. Okay, so it doesn't. You can't just select a target and then do the fire, like fire a shot kind of thing, like you can, where you spend a bit of AP to fire a shot that you know has a hit rate and such. The camera just follows what you're locked onto and you fire at will.
Yay.
Which is like really weird. That's bizarre.
Robots.
I actually thought
I'm
that robot
actively trying.
Oh.
Just because, like, what's the amount of enemies here? And, like, I'm already almost out of ammo.
Awesome.
But don't worry, if I need to find cover or something, it only takes half a second for the door to open.
Yep.
So, you know, if I need to,
No
if
need
I
to
need to
worry.
find cover,
Everything's
don't worry. Everything's fine. Some concrete scrap, why not? Oh, well, that's disconcerting.
Oh, someone got petrified and you killed them.
Yeah. Oh, I found a disease cure. How helpful.
Not really.
I don't know. I haven't gotten a disease yet, so I'll get back to you when I'm diseased.
Welcome everyone to Ty's depressing adventure.
I'm not necessarily depressed, more because I know that's the thing. It takes a lot to make me depressed. It takes like mighty number 9 levels of disappointment. The game has to really suck. This is just dull. It's just boring and dull and grinding. But I dealt
So
with
it doesn't
Destiny.
suck.
It sucks. But it's not so bad it's depressing sucks, you know?
Okay.
Like, I played Destiny in year 1. So I'm acutely aware that it can get worse.
Hey, at least Destiny Year 1 gave us Thriller Dance.
Yeah.
You mean the thing that's also in friggin'
Retrieve your dropped loot.
Team Fortress 2?
Oh, you drop things when you die.
Apparently.
I guess that makes sense.
The garage.
Found a frag grenade. Okay.
You got duct tape and a ball peen hammer.
Yeah, well, duct tape is important because you can use it to craft things.
And you can use that hammer to craft.
Well, yeah, because it can be recycled into steel. You leave your shit in a paper bag. Weird. All right. That's actually kind of cute.
Ooh, you got a moonshine jug.
Yeah. Well, I had that. I dropped that item. I don't know what it's useful for. Probably glass. So I've learned that guns are pretty terrible. So I'm gonna have to stick with firearms or not firearms. I'm gonna have to stick with melee weapons for a little while until I get guns that can actually do things.
Alright.
Because pipe guns are not that great. Alright, we completed this event, at least.
Alright.
Steal from. A skill 0 lock. Okay. Okay, so it's on the right side.
Oh, so apparently Japan made JoJo themed watches.
Nice. That's a good idea. Anything
With,
themed
based
watches
on the Part
is
5 characters.
Yeah, anything themed watches is kind of cool. There were some themed watches I was. Oh yeah, it was the Monster Hunter Iceborne
Oh,
themed watches that came out. There was like a Zenogre themed one.
Nice.
But unsurprisingly, that shit costs a fuck ton of money.
Turn the lobby in.
Like I think the amount of I think the Zenogre, like the Zenogre watch in particular, costs like $500.
How expensive are those?
Watches are expensive for cool ones, anyways. So I try not to think about getting those because they're expensive.
oh, hey, it's a Nuka-Cola bottle.
Yeah, and a baseball.
With no one
Well,
to
the
play with
Nuka-Cola
baseball
bottle's
with.
useful. There's some stuff that you just want to take because it's like
Yeah.
recycle. Like I want to take this desk fan because it can give me some screws and some metal. The Nuka-Cola bottles can be recycled for glass, obviously, but there are like actual Nuka-Cola bottles, like that Nuka Cherry.
Yeah.
That shadeless table lamp is glass. I think if I pick up like some random crap, like there's like an ashtray. I think the ashtray is ceramic or something. The Burnt Trade magazine is paper. Pack of cigarettes is asbestos, I believe.
Oh.
Or maybe it's cardboard. I don't know. Hairbrush, that's wood. I remember way too much about Fallout 4's crafting system. Because that's what drives Fallout 4. Fallout, like, you can't play through Fallout 4 without going insane. Things that are marked as red technically aren't enemies because they can be passive. They can be passive aggressive. So not everything must kill you. I don't know. It takes a lot to actually make a game entertaining. This is one of those games where it's just like I could probably make this interesting if I had people who could, pretend. Like if I had a group of people and we actually tried our hardest to make it fun, we could probably do something about it. It would take a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
But like you'd have to have people who are like actually interested in trying to like play Fallout 4 co-op or whatever. At the same time, I mean, there's also that Skyrim online mod, which I do want to tackle at one point. Somebody basically made Skyrim in its entirety work online multiplayer. Like it works with servers and everything. They're just overhauling it. Bad dog.
Well, that was part. It was the pig thing. I see.
Yeah, I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at the idea of it being bad dog, and it's just a hell demon. Like,
Yeah.
That dog, bad.
They're like trying to talk to it like it's an actual dog.
And now we have the skeletons.
Test a sample Tested the water sample. Like you collect a bunch of water and test the sample. I have to find some Radaway. Apparently, I remember that being a thing too. Is that Radaway apparently is so rare it's become its own like trade commodity. Whoa. Feral ghouls, holy crap. just rolled on in today. They didn't want any of my shit.
Hey,
That's
some
10
ghouls.
Yeah. They were chasing I think either a Brahmin or a rad stag doe. I couldn't tell. Yeah, like I mentioned, it takes a lot to annoy me. Or to like make me like depressed in it for a game.
Ah.
It actually takes like a lot. It takes my standards are a lot lower than normal people. I can deal with it.
Yes.
Same. I do have standards. Water type dirty. Diseases severe. Oh no, I can't believe I caught severe.
Hey, so Ty, question. These fish head demons, are they the Coco demons for this game?
Fish head demons?
They're floating fish head demons that shoot at you.
That sounds like a Caco demon to me. Okay, look. I'll take a look on stream. Why not? We're doing our own shit anyways. Hold on, I gotta get past this WoW Classic ad. You know the WoW Classic ad, the one where the trailers are so old that the bitrate tears them to shit. Because they're from like 2004.
I have not seen that yet. That's funny.
The WoW Classic ad is like super cool, but I kind of wish they stopped rewinding at Burning Crusade, because we all know that's the best. Like, that's like when WoW was at its peak. Was Burning Crusade. Caco demons are kind of large and sort of domish looking fools, but they do fly, so they might actually have been. It might actually have been. I don't know though. Boil water using dirty water and wood fuel. Okay, this is a chem station. Can I make water from here? Okay, yeah, I can boil water here. Good. Diluted stim packs? Oh, I can make my stim packs. I can make my stim packs heal slower with the same effect, but I have to like add water to them. Okay. Weird. Huh. With the cell. Alright. Overdrive. I can activate a printer. That's nice.
You can print!
I can print. Oh, Lord.
No one seems to be online.
Or Ty has
On Fallout? No, you can't set it to online. It's online. There are just people all throughout the city. They're just not around. It's not an MMO. It's not an MMO like you would think. It's a server. So there's 24 people in the server. Check in. Check launch. You must complete one more experiment for responder. Find double winters in I'm like trying to think of this like as from like a fundamental standpoint. I'm like trying to my options. Okay, I need to search for Delbert Winters in the people directory. Find out more about this Delbert Winters. And I need to reiterate, there are no NPCs. So it's actually going to be a fucking miracle if anybody I go to look for is even alive.
So your brother doesn't have the main thing, DLC, that patch yet?
I think they're still no, actually the patch is out. I just don't know to the extent of that that they've added.
Yeah,
Because
Oh,
like
there's
all the people I need to assist are here. So odds are they're fucking dead. The one and only time the plasma rifle was actually fun. In oh, it's throwing knife. How nice! Can't wait for that to have half a second lag and be basically useless. Searching for free instructions. Get something from one of the local cows. Toss it on fire until it stops moving. Got it. Alright. Well, I have some. I need a piece of. I don't know how to go butcher a Brahmin with a machete. Come here, you mutated cow. Where are you at? Don't you be hiding. There you are. I need your food. Hold on, I need to restore my AP first. You live for now. I can actually milk you. Alright, thanks for the milk. Now die. Don't you run away from me. I will chase you to the ends of the earth. You think you can escape?
Hooray!
Alright, thank you for the Brahmin meat. And the Brahmin hide. That'll be useful. Alright, now let's go cook this ribeye. There's a cooking station here. Alright. Meat. Cook a ribeye steak. Ribeye steak has been cooked. I can make some glowing fungus soup and a starlight berry cobbler.
Oh, yay.
I think I'll make some of those. Get that experience from making mundane food. Some mute fruit juice, some simple flour tea. Oh, I'm just living the life. Look at this Tato juice. Doesn't that just look delectable? Like mayonnaise that's been sitting on the shelf for 300 years.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Oh yeah, this is the fucking apocalypse we're talking about here. No beggars can't be choosers. I'm fucking hungry, so I'm gonna eat this juice of a mutated tomato/potato hybrid.
Hooray!
I'll make juice that looks like jizz.
God damn it. God damn it.
Delicious.
Steamed hams.
Pizza time.
Argue up this one. Basically, enemies are going out of fucking nowhere.
Well, they are demons.
Yeah, it was honestly, it kind of gets super annoying.
They shouldn't appear so close. That happens in Doom 2016, but at the very least, there's some semblance of a response to knowing where they appear.
Yeah,
Doom 3 was designed as a survival horror, which means that things just kind of happen.
Yeah.
I'm a volunteer. Contact responders agent. Okay, let's go back to my camp and drop off all this junk. Oh, I need to add. Use level 5. Combat with other players enabled. I want to be. Can I set it to allies, please? You have an unopened perk pack. Yes, I would. Iron stomach, first aid, okay. Action girl pack rat. Oh, I got
Got a stick of gum.
Yeah. Lovely. Okay.
Best post-war pizza. Pizza time.
Ha 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 ha. Traveling pharmacy. Well, I didn't think that. Better than traveling pharmacy, I guess.
Yep.
can sprint sooner.
Good.
I can also make this the level 2. There you go. I can plug that into string. That on endurance. That part already moved. Can I rank this up? Yes.
Yay.
Stimpaks restore 30% more. Good. Okay. The perk card system is weird, but I don't hate it. It's just kind of weird. Because you don't know what kind of perks you have access to.
Sure.
Okay, let's go back to my camp. Because you have to get a... I don't even know how many times you can get a perk card back. Okay, this is going to be a question of for my own posterity. In the Atomic Shop, can I buy more perks? Did they remove the ability to buy perk cards? I'm pretty sure they didn't.
Damn it. There's some health, but oh gee, let's put a frickin'. Let's put one of the frickin' imps there. Ugh.
Don't worry, there's a secret. You got this. I believe it.
Got it.
That is a creature that needs to die.
That
Which one?
is what is left of an opossum.
That is an opossum with 3 heads and porcupine spikes, and it needs to be eradicated from this universe. I can't.
And you need to take it neat.
Yeah, I have stared into the eyes of Satan, and it looks like an opossum, and it is going to be burned into my memory for the rest of my life.
Oh good, you didn't kill. God damn it!
Well, there was another imp.
No, there's no health behind the inn.
Oh, that's a shame. You still have that healing station back there.
I can't go back to it.
Oh, you can't? You load it into your area?
No, I didn't load it into the area. It's just basically the door leading back to it doesn't open.
Oh, it gave you up. I got you. That's fine. There should be another navigation.
Yeah, hopefully.
You're playing on like normal or easy?
Marine. So I think normal.
Marine. I think yeah. I think Marine is like.
Finally, somehow not a good map, but
I think there's a.
oh, damn it.
Hunting rifle. The hunting rifle was actually like ridiculous. In Fallout 4 at least. Maybe not in this. We'll find. Mysterious box. I found a mysterious box.
Oh, screw you.
Okay, stash. Transfer. My weight is still rather high. Wait, I'm holding on to that.
Oh, come on. There's some friggin' health up in here. Oh no, let's have it be in the spot you need to jump to.
Well, that's really high quality for some reason.
Warning. Flow control system failure. Toxins
Oh, yay.
identified. Execute cleanup
That
procedure.
just looks delectable, doesn't it?
Totally.
Because the plasma gun's like the strongest thing I have.
Oh yeah, I forgot that, I actually forgot that about hearing about that.
What?
How some stuff just weighs like way too much for some reason. Like plans to make things. Actually, I think I need.
Warning. Flow control system failure. Toxins identified.
Yeah, use these plans to learn them. I didn't want to.
No, it's a decent health. PDA and
where's-
video. So I'm gonna move
Hooray!
Where's Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan? There.
So be right back.
This is the audio log of Nicholas Edgeway, member of UAC Mars Hazmat Response Team, dated October 1st, 2145. We have concluded that the Martian atmosphere is wreaking havoc on the exhaust valve seals in the standard number 5 disposal drums. The engineers cannot explain the high level of contaminants in our internal atmosphere. The air scrubbers and filtration systems all seem to be operating at normal levels, yet a small layer of particulate is making it into the storage areas. That is what caused the lockdown yesterday. EAP Director Charles Hollis informs me that the personnel won't be harmed by these contaminants in the air, but we've seen that they do cause a corrosive reaction when introduced to the rubber compounds used in the storage systems. Effective immediately, all number 5 disposal drums must be locked away in at least a Class 2 rated transport medium. Assessment ends.
Welcome to the UAC Maintenance Department. This video will provide you with the necessary tools and information to do your job efficiently and safely. A safe worker is a happy worker, and your safety is our #1 priority at UAC. Observe all signs and follow all procedures to keep you and your coworkers out of harm's way. Cleanup is one of the most important aspects of what we do in maintenance. This phase of our job keeps everyone safe, and research has shown that working in a clean and toxic-free environment has a positive benefit on overall productivity. Power generation on Mars produces 2 byproducts, steam and green goo. We vent the steam all over the base through vents, floor grates, cleverly placed pipes, and pretty much any place else. The goo is a result of the MFS process reacting with core elements in the Martian soil. It is not radioactive, but it is quite toxic. Remove all toxic spills at once. Hazmat suits are the best way to protect yourself when a spill occurs. And if you happen to come in contact with the goo, report immediately to a medical station for a scrub down. After a few days in confinement, you should be ready to report back to work. Report any rule violations to your immediate supervisor, and don't forget to read your employee handbook for additional rules and information.
Hey.
When I turn on my pit light, it changes my light bar.
Cool.
Good touch. I like that. Anytime the light bar is added in a meaningful way, I like it. So, like Borderlands changes the light bar to what element you have on that gun.
Yep.
Cool. I dig it a lot. Destiny lights up when you have your soup, or lights up when your ghost flashlight turns on, or when your HP is low.
Oh.
What other games? Do you have any?
What do you mean?
When the light bar is used in meaningful ways.
Honestly, one of the cool things. Two things I can think of. One you probably already know, Borderlands.
One is Borderlands. We just said that. Yeah.
Okay. I had muted because I was listening because I had got a PDA, so we had to listen to the even to the
Yeah, I got
that. Well, the light bar in the Spyro trilogy is used in a cool way.
Yeah, I was actually just going to say that. Basically, it changes colors depending on Sparks' level.
Cutting.
Yes, I would just say.
So here's the thing about Fallout 76. It's not bad, but I know for a fact they can do better. Because ESO is actually good.
Yeah.
Like, I actually really like Elder Scrolls Online.
Let's back to where those dogs were.
Oh, hey, a diseased rad roach.
Yeah, so I might have a disease and I don't know yet.
Fall damage. Never gave me fall damage.
Well,
I think dinner is here, so I gotta go.
Alright, Godspeed.
Yeah.
You will be back. You always come back.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Troy reset. At the very least, the hacking minigame is unchanged.
I forgot Fallout 4 had a hacking minigame.
Yeah, it's not that bad. You just have to kind of be aware.
Ah, fuck you. Fuck you. That's why I saved.
You knew. That intuition is what's gonna get you far in Doom 3. Knowing when it's coming. When the bullshit arrives.
And that was absolutely bullshit because I died from frickin' fall damage. Because, again,
You died from a lot of fall damage too, actually.
Yeah.
You had negative 200.
Yeah, it's also
Outstation
because basically
shut down.
the damage I already had from the Kako Demon.
Yeah, the Kako Demon. That's a good name. I like it.
Well, also we were also throwing out Choco Demon, chocolate.
Yeah. I just like Kako Demon more than Kako Demon, I guess. That dude really does know how to cuck. But no, some implementations of fall damage is fine. It's just when they make it exponential that it can become just like, how did you even like Oblivion? You could die from fall damage by jumping down 4 steps. But that's also how you got your like your acrobatics skill up is jumping. Jumping long distances, so you had to like find the sweet spot in order to get your health up or your acrobatics up. It was ridiculous. And then Deus Ex Human Revolution also had like a ridiculously small, like you could fall 10 feet and die in Deus Ex from fall damage. But Deus Ex is still like ridiculously good, so I'm not even like mad.
I still need back to playing the I still need to get back to playing Human Revolution.
Oh yeah. Well, Human Revolution is just good. I really wanted to get the Wii U version.
Wait, there's a Wii U version of that?
Yeah, there's a Wii U version of Human Revolution Director's Cut.
Wow.
And the Wii U version actually has like, it like lets you access your inventory and stuff on the fly. Like it actually did stuff that the Wii U advertised.
Yeah, you mean like for the Zelda games.
Yeah. Like for HD and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Okay, giant mutated ticks. Probably worse looking than probably the worst looking things. Yeah, they look a lot more
And the spiders.
I didn't even wanna think. I didn't even wanna think in this universe that ticks could actually mutate, but now I'm acutely aware that they can, and I hate that.
Hey, so are the spiders in this game supposed to be new enemies, or are they based off another?
They're loosely based. Are they like brain spiders?
I think.
Yeah, because there's a boss monster here.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Yeah. I think they're loosely based. I really have to claim a workshop to be like
away, spider.
Never.
Man, bye.
I guess I'll claim this workshop. And actively claim it.
There we go.
Other players may initiate PvP with you while this is being claimed. I don't think anybody's going to initiate PvP with me. I think when I disconnect, they will claim this for their own, and I will not.
That was funny. Well, not really you, but basically, I had an int throw a fireball and the explosion range was just right for the friggin'
Your claim to the workshop is temporary. Other players can contest it and your claim expires when you log out. So, what's the point? What's the point of claiming a workshop if it goes away when you're not on?
Yeah.
All these resources that I will spend making this workshop actually usable is gonna go away when I log out, and then the next time I log in, it's not even gonna be there.
No, PDA time. So, okay, it doesn't have any audio logs.
Yeah, just murder it.
No,
yes, I would love to open up my perk pack. Thank you.
Give me a fish on a rocket launcher.
Trout detective walks onto a crime scene. Something's fishy.
Where the hell is that?
Anytime you open up a perk pack, it comes with bunnies.
Ooh. Oh.
So every time you open a perk pack, it comes up with like one of those shitty 1950s bunnies jokes. Which is fine. I think that's kind of charming.
And airlock.
Yes, I will take Scrounger. I will absolutely take Scrounger. Give me. Chance to find extra ammo when you search an ammo container? Of course. All things quite thirsty. So I need to level up my special by selecting it in order to I'll play your game video. I will make one generator and one turret. Just to see what this prepare your defense is. Alright, I don't need this. At this junkyard, what is my reward?
Junk.
Well, that'd actually be kind of nice, you know?
Well, technically I am right, 'cause you are going to be getting junk.
Well, I mean, it's useful to craft at least, so I get it. I kind of get it.
Nope, no dialogues.
At least Modern Warfare was nice.
Yeah, it was actually really fun.
Yeah. Again, you're probably not gonna buy it.
I'm
But-
still debating on that. I'm on the fence.
I don't really play. I don't really play it enough for it to merit a purchase. But if you ever want to play a Call of Duty game in the future, I got like Black Ops 3 and stuff.
Black Ops 3 is the one you keep recommending to me, right?
Yeah, it's the one with like the best zombies mode and stuff. So
Alright,
if you don't like PvP, then the zombies mode.
Making progress,
With a ridiculous.
And
with,
in
like,
such
ridiculous,
a hurry to find us, to find
Easter eggs.
me. There's no need to rush. I am
Yeah, I need to
everywhere,
drink
and
more
everything
actually.
here is
Getting
mine.
dehydrated.
We thank you for alerting the fleet, for warning them. You're such a fool. They're racing here, racing to us.
Are you shitting
and
me?
we are waiting. Waiting for them to fall into
are you
their worst nightmare. They will join my legion, and with their ships,
You're really
I will
bad at
bring
shooting.
this hell to Earth. You won't live to see it,
This
and
dude
you
was
will die
basically
long before you have a chance to warn them.
And he was still missing even though I was right in front of him.
Attention.
Hey,
Initiating
something's on your
pump
friend, too.
station 1B.
Oh, video games. You know, like I said, this game isn't bad. It just does everything wrong for an MMO. Like, if you like Fallout 4 gameplay, like if you like the gunplay, you like being able to build a settlement or something, that's fine. Being able to build a settlement wherever you want with the camp system is cool. And the ability to, and the gunplay is fine, you just have to deal with the lag all the time and stuff, but it's an MMO, and it feels empty. It's like playing Final Fantasy XI today, empty. Where you'll pass by a player once in a while, but there's a thought in the back of your mind that there used to be a lot more activity. Except for Fallout 76, there never was. I found power armor. Nice.
Oh. I'm an idiot. I thought I had to wait for something. But
There's no power in it. Somebody left behind a suit of power armor with none of the power in it. It's a piece of power armor with none of like the actual it's a chassis.
well, wouldn't you rather have left it present?
I can hold on to this entire piece of power armor.
Okay.
So even though it's not my chassis, I know for a fact somebody left it here. I can take it. They're probably not here anymore, so I'm fine. Legendary exchange.
Air filtration system offline.
Sell this.
Toxicity level increasing.
Okay, so if you get a
There's
piece of,
nothing
if you get a
left for
legendary
you
piece that you have
but
no
a
use
slow death as your lungs fill with toxic gases.
This is HDR, people. I sell a piece of legendary gear and turn around and there's fog everywhere. And it's blinding, like I'm looking into Jesus Christ. I mean, oh my god, I can't see shit for like 3 seconds. Darkness.
Attention. Due to the threat of
Imprisoning
external
me.
contamination,
All that I see, absolute
hazard doors
horror.
sealed.
What are you, Kingdom Hearts?
No. Metallica.
Oh.
Attention. Due to the threat
think
of
I would just
external
rotate
contamination,
randomly?
hazard
Not
doors
really.
sealed.
Yeah, I figured. Darkness, darkness, darkness. My favorite joke to make it also the least inventive. Like, look at this shit. I'm in this building, and I'm gonna walk out. Boom. Can't see a goddamn
You will
thing.
never escape me.
Pure
Your
light.
soul will be mine.
Why? Because it's fog, and for some reason the sun exists. Somebody's proximity chat. They just got a proximity. They got flavor. They got like flavor for chat. Even though it's all muted, it still tells me when I have proximity. Because this game doesn't proximity chat. Which is nice. And remote with proximity chat are cool. Like Ark Survival Evolved was kind of nice. Rust is like that. Rust is Rust, you know. It's same with Ark. Ark is Ark. But still, proximity voice chat in an MMO is cool and should be used more often. Nice shotgun. It'd be a shame if I borrowed that from you by killing me.
Warning. Danger level
Thankfully, I have some
yellow.
preserved instant.
Unsafe toxicity level
Oh, I
detected.
thought you were talking about yourself.
Well, yes. Yeah, well, yes. Also true. When I'm talking about the game.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten. I do need to eat. But that's not what I'm dealing with right now. I'm dealing with real-world repercussions. Yeah. Like I'm legitimately. That's the thing. I legitimately want to enjoy this game.
You can't find yourself doing it.
I can't find myself to enjoy it. It actually makes me. It makes me sad but not depressed because I can see like the essences of things that would make it good. Like it would be awesome for a Fallout MMO to be good. I want it to be good so bad, but it's not. It's really just dull. Like imagine if you. I'm gonna give you my reality. Imagine like a Destiny style game, but Fallout. That'd be rad as fuck. Being able to party up with friends whenever you want and just do missions out in the wasteland, doing Fallout things and having a good time. That sounds good. You know, being able to handle it all in an open world style thing, that'd be great. That sounds fun and awesome. This is not awesome.
Oh boy.
It's me playing a game by myself in an online game. Yes, there are people out there, but everybody keeps to themselves. Which is fine, because the PvP systems suck. And this world is actually very interesting and cool. I do like the look of Appalachia. The game also doesn't look bad. It looks better than Fallout 4. A little bit.
Even though it's
not like marginally. Yeah, it's the Fallout 4 engine, but I mean, the Fallout 4 engine is also the Morrowind engine.
Warning.
So
Danger level yellow. Unsafe toxicity level
engine doesn't have anything to
detected.
do with it. They can make the game look bad. And it looks barely better than Fallout 4. It's just a little more polished. Has a lot more saturation. There's a lot more color.
Yeah.
Which is one of my main complaints about Fallout 4 is that it wasn't really like it was very bland. Like this world that existed, like this wasteland that's been around for 200 years, you'd think would have had at least a little bit of regrown earth to it.
Yeah.
Like it would have been taken over by plants or something, but it's very barren and dull. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense for this random place in the middle of fuck nowhere Boston, you know?
Yeah.
Compared to Washington, D.C., where it totally makes sense that ship wouldn't have regrown. Because it would have been nukes of fucking Kingdom Come. It's required. 90. I'll roll for a 90. I'll reiterate too. If I actually had a group of friends to play this with, not like I'm saying anyone should buy this game. I borrowed this copy off my brother-in-law. If I had a group of friends to play this with and we were all like super interested, it probably actually would be a good time. Because, you know, it would be fun to explore the wastes with a friend. That's basically the entire purpose of this, is to let people play Fallout online. But they just did everything wrong. Like, really, really wrong.
Okay, that's weird. Well, we should go find where we need to do.
They also somehow managed to make VATS the worst it has ever been.
How?
It's all real time. You can move around freely, which is nice. In order to make it work in an online scenario, they made it all run in real time. Which means, like, you have to, like, see it to kind of get why it's so wrong. You'd actually have to, like, try it, I feel. Because me explaining it doesn't do it any purpose. It's basically like, why would you do this? You can just aim yourself. It basically turns on the aim assist to the maximum it can possibly be and doesn't do anything else. It's basically like how VATS would be in real life. Like, it wouldn't do anything. It would just make you much more aware of your surroundings. But that doesn't really work. Hey, look, Maria Chavez. That's a shame.
Access granted.
Hey, a military cot plant. Nice. Let's see what kind of armor I can make. I think I have enough leather to make new.
Destroy this.
I can only make a couple of level 5 pieces. That's one thing that's nice. They actually made the armor system much better than Fallout 4, making it so you can actually make earpieces that are level. So you can make it a level 5 piece of gear that has slightly better stats. That's actually a good way to handle it. It was super easy for gear to just become ridiculously useless. Like, Fallout 4's endgame is basically getting the right things.
Is that basically just every RPG in general, though?
Yeah, but in like modern RPGs, there's usually a way to make your gear at at least like hold up, you know? It's not like this isn't like 1998, you know? It's not Final Fantasy VII where it makes sense. Because you definitely want to like that. It's fucking Fallout. Alright, let's get out of this place. Yeah, to describe something as serious as you should probably use it.
Where did that come from?
Talking about the sport, which are basically like rules, but they do have a semblance of like sentience and self-awareness. It's just they're so scorched and burned from the nuclear bombs that they are always.
Go away, monkey hybrids.
Yeah, they're basically always on fire. That's the thing with the sport. Ah, yes.
Finally.
Also some kind of
You, sir.
box of San Francisco sunlight. Found a supply closet at least. Can't leave without taking some important stuff. Like this box of San Francisco sunlight so I can get cancer. Fallout 76. Get your cancer today. This is comedy. Hello, I would like to leave this godforsaken place, but I have lost my way. Is this the right way?
Shit.
Hello?
I thought I saved earlier. God damn it.
Oh man, okay. Well, I'm lost in this building because everything kind of looks the same. I bet you feel the same way. A lot of places that do look the same.
Yeah, it's basically a lot of.
Okay.
See, because the friggin' jump holding rocket. Do they have that in the remake?
The skeletons?
Yeah.
Oh, the Revenants?
Yeah, the Revenants.
They have like little jetpack looking things? Yeah.
They have.
They have rockets.
Yeah, their rockets home on you.
Yeah, that's Doom 2. Doom 2 in a nutshell are Revenants. It's the Revenants that people hate, and also no, not the Cyber Demons. The ones that basically light you on fire. They're coming back in Doom.
Oh, goody.
What are they called? Are they just called Pain Elementals?
Oh, I mean, no,
No.
those are the ones
No.
that
They're basically the attack with demons.
yeah, and they're also
Except
they're
they're
Access
tiny.
granted.
Yeah, those are also the
Destroy.
ones that basically go, oh hey, here's your head.
Arch files are.
Granted, I kind of also did that too.
Oh, well, yeah, Arch files are at the end.
Yeah, I kind of end up rage quitting it because OG I'm in a dead game.
Like you had like not enough resources.
Yeah.
Well, think about it this way. You can play it again casually, and you'll be better. That's a really nice thing about video. Even if you're in a dead game, you can just start over. As long as you thought that the game beforehand was fun, starting over just too much.
True.
If this became a dead game, you probably wouldn't come back to it.
Yeah.
Doom 3 is not the greatest. It's not terrible, but it's also the least Doom game. Like there are like Doom 3, the expansion. The expansion isn't as bad. It's actually quite enjoyable because they made it more like Doom.
All right.
It's still Doom 3, you know.
Alright, so that adds story.
Kind of. It adds a little bit more. But it also just makes the level design more like classic. I keep getting trophies. I've gotten like 6 trophies since I started.
Come on. It's small.
I think that might be based on difficulty.
True.
But I get what you mean. The shotgun in this game just kind of sucks. I am far away from my camp. But luckily it does keep your it does keep your stuff. It's just you got to move the camp. So you don't have to replace everything. It saves what you put down. So at the very least, moving my camp isn't going to be too bad. The fact that it costs caps is weird. But considering how little I give a shit, It's also Doom 3.
Yeah.
It's actually just a big thing. Teleporting enemies in Doom, it's normal. Like you get teleporting enemies happen all the time in Doom, and you just don't notice it. The issue with Doom 3 is that all the areas are so goddamn claustrophobic that when it happens, you.
Warning. Danger
like,
level
it's actually
orange.
weird when you don't
Unsafe
notice the
toxicity
things.
level detected.
The anti-armor
Warning.
subset special.
Danger level orange.
That sounds like
Unsafe
an Elder Scrolls
toxicity
thing.
level detected.
Well, it's the name of a legendary item, so you're not far off. Okay, well the machete that I have is almost broken. I've only been playing this game an hour.
Change this to boss time.
Boss time!
And it's an oven shrunk thing. Oh god, it's one of these things.
Oh, it's the...
It's the monster with the
Mech
bits.
bits.
And it's dead. It's dead. Oh god, there's a second one.
Oh god, this thing's horrifying and it's dead.
No, I just realized what it was. That's what I just realized.
Yeah. It's a mancubus, yeah.
Really weird.
Mancubus are... They're, I mean, the ones in Doom 3 definitely look horrifying.
Yeah.
Like he headbutted a belt stand.
That's what they fucking are. They're fucking fly babies.
I'm aware. It's just out of context.
Okay.
Just like stupid fucking babies. I have so much shotgun ammo. I might as well use this for a while. I'm gonna regret this soon because this thing's gonna break. But don't worry. I have 4 other shotguns. Don't worry, folks. I got this. Said the man who doesn't got this.
You died?
No. I'm just saying I probably don't got this. At the very least, I'm next to this area that has a lot of crafting stations at it, so I can actually probably make some decent stuff out of it. The pump action shotgun actually looks good. I'll give it that. The weapon models are nice. You definitely know what weapon you use. But again, it's because they're more refined.
Your soul will burn in hell forever.
Warning. Danger level red.
A couple years older.
Lethal toxicity level
You actually get up
detected.
close to like other details that it takes a while to like render certain textures.
Air scrubber 1 of 3 activated.
Rad poker. Hell yeah. I
Air
love that poker.
scrubber 2 of 3 activated.
Okay. What the hell?
Are you dying due to like low oxygen or something?
There's not even an oxygen meter. It's like
So it's like poison almost.
Yeah, he's poisoning the room because apparently I'm the bad guy.
Apparently he doesn't want to stop you from stopping demons from invading fucking Earth.
Warning. Danger level red. Lethal toxicity
oh my god.
detected. Air scrubber
Well,
1
there's a
of
scorch
3.
beast.
Air scrubber 2 of 3
Doesn't seem angry at me at
activated.
least.
Attention. Air filtration
Okay, so I
system
missed
online. Toxicity level decreasing.
Oh, one of the vents like
Yeah.
yeah, makes sense.
I missed the first one.
So you died because of drugs.
Yeah.
Not because it's like a time.
And another PDA.
At the very least, you have a lot of like the actual good weapons.
Yeah, sure.
Like you have the chain, you have like the chain gun and the rocket launcher. You don't have the BFG, do you?
No, that's at the very end of the game.
Well, I figured, but I didn't know if you had like a BFG until now.
Nah.
I still stand by the fact that Doom 2016 is one of the best games of this generation.
Yeah, I will agree. I think Doom that was my favorite.
Just because it's like actually well done.
Yeah.
And like rewards the player. Which is something that Doom fundamentally does, is it rewards good play.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least we made it to the monorail.
Yeah. Ow. That's a lot of ghouls, but I have a lot of shotgun shit. The shotgun is highly effective. Just like this gyrating feral ghoul.
There is no death for
Don't worry,
you.
gyrating feral ghoul. I'll remember you. What was your name again?
You're an asshole, dude.
Look, I would remember his name if his name wasn't because he's a fucking zombie.
Sure. Oh,
Okay.
PDA.
I want.
Nope, now to mute everything because
I
we
need
have another audio log, so we'll be right back.
This is the audio log of engineer Sam Harding, dated April 5th, 2145. I have just completed repairs on the magnetic locks and have significantly reprogrammed the pressure sensors on the monorail systems. My fellow engineers and I are confident that the accident of last week will never happen again. The accident should never have happened in the first place. The internal sensors led the computers to believe that there was a vacuum inside the vehicle. Unfortunately, the computer decided that the only way to fix this pressure discrepancy was to open all doors in an attempt to equalize pressure with the outside. In going over 15,000 lines of code today, I can see no reason for this tragic event to have occurred. But somehow, the logs show the discrepancy is clear as day. Honestly, this looks to me like another case of a solid system going to hell in a handbasket. I'm confident that the layers of protection I added to the code today will prevent any such occurrences from happening again. I'm off to meet engineer Jim Torben at the access doors to the Delta Complex platform to try and troubleshoot a faulty track sensor that's been causing the door to stick.
I think this is actually a very good spot for me to stop. My dad just came in and was complaining about me not having dinner yet.
Alright.
Yeah, so we're just gonna
Well, that's a good time for me to stop playing Fallout 76 as well, I suppose.
Anytime is a good time to stop playing Fallout 76 for you.
Like I said, there's something about it. Like, it's not good, but it's also not the worst thing I've ever played, but it's also the worst game of this generation.
Yeah, true.
Like, it's so wishy-washy bad. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things that are just like, all right, you know, and then you get to the points where it's just like, oh, yeah. I really just want it to suck so I can say it sucks, but it's just so meh that it sucks. It sucks that I can't say it's awful. It's just meh. Fallout 76, the most meh game of this generation. With so many bad ideas.
So the people who want to raid are actually not streaming yet. Yeah, I haven't really played Doom in a long time. Not, well, ever. So sadly, you came to the very end. Sadly, also, the,
Brown man's Ray is streaming Untitled News. Brown man. So there's that.
Yeah, true. I guess we can go ahead and do that then.
You wouldn't mind a little mini raid. Well, probably won't say much about it because he's busy dealing with 2,000 other people. But hey,
Yeah.
he's a cool dude.
Just,
You know,
just Brown Man.
Yeah, just brown man.
Capital M.
Capital M, yeah.
Okay.
Got a little crown on his icon with glass.
Yep. There we go. Yep. So we'll see everyone next time. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. You as well, Ty. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna go back to playing Borderlands now.